Hello, I don't know that much about mechanical things, but I do know about things that have to do with reading.
And if there's one thing I can do, it's talk.
And I do like talking about things that I have read, and here is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. And, well, I know Orson Scott Card has expressed his views against certain people, and that is not that great, but we can think about a work and appreciate it without needing to put in or think about the author. You can think about a piece and not think about the creation, and Ender's Game as a book does not really express these views, so I will still appreciate it, even though Orson Scott Card is not that good of a person. He has written some good books, though. So, in Ender's Game, right at the beginning, there is a scene where Ender is sort of laughing to himself about how he thinks about space and how perception and how like the reality of Graf, because his body is in a different way in zero gravity. Let me just show you.
What are you doing, Wiggin?
Nothing, sir.
Something funny?
Sir, the way you're floating, horizontal, I thought that was funny.
Really? Why?
Because in zero gravity, there is no right side up. You may think you're vertical and we may be horizontal.
Is that funny?
Sir, no, sir!
Yes, it is.
After he explains this way of thinking, what happens is Graf sort of tells the entire group of kids who are basically just around 11 years old that yes, there is one kid here that is smarter than you, with the words,
There's only one kid on this launch with any brains at all so far, and that's Ender Wiggin.
There's only one boy on this launch at all with any brains at all, and that's Ender Wiggin. That's one of the problems that they have in the book. We'll try to make him a good commander. They think, oh, let's isolate him, so he'll never be able to ask for help. But what happens is, don't do that now. This was one of the last resorts in the book. They thought that Ender was the one who could defeat the evil aliens, and they needed to do whatever they thought was possible. It's written after that. And then after that, at the beginning of the next chapter, because it's sort of Graf or someone else talking to each other, he says, I've told you, his isolation can't be broken. He can never come to believe that anybody will ever help him out, ever. If he thinks there's an easy way out, he's wrecked. Ender understood this, as then it became clear. Graf had deliberately caused it. It was worse than the abuse in the shows. When the sergeant picked on you, the others liked you better. But when the officer prefers you, the others hate you. That's what Ender thinks. He knows that teachers are causing this isolation. He knows that they are causing the other kids to hate him, and he doesn't yet know this because they need him to think that he's never going to be able to ask for help. Like, he knows what they're trying to do, and, well, as I've been in the school system, and my school system is very different than Ender's school system, don't try to isolate kids. That's probably really bad, and I know that that's a problem for people. Unless you're in a war situation, don't try to make a kid be isolated in his entire social group because you want them to be a military leader. Don't do that without being in that situation, because don't isolate kids, especially at a school system, when they're 11 years old. And I like to talk more about reading and stuff like that, so have fun, because I do like this book, and I will continue talking about it, so yes. I hope that made sense. Have a good day.